Hey folks, and welcome to Ask Adria. So today we're having some technical difficulties with the Adobe Flash Media Encoder, which helps me stream through Ustream. So I'm just going to record this and upload it so you folks can still benefit from us talking about what the heck is a Twitter client like Tweetdeck for. Alright, so let's get into things. So I got this question a couple of weeks ago, and someone saw that I had TweetMem on my blog, and they said, I want TweetMem from a Twitter. Right? And I realized, how can I explain the difference between a Twitter client, which helps you communicate with Twitter, and things you can put on your blog, which often pull in information from Twitter or allow people to push information from your blog to Twitter. So today I want to cover a couple of things. So if you have wondered about all these different Twitter apps and Twitter clients and whatever, we're going to cover Tweetdeck, Twirl, Tweety, Twitterberry, and TweetMem, and I'm going to go over what their functionality is so that you can understand and go ahead and make the right choice. So in here I pulled the Wikipedia definition for Tweetdeck. Tweetdeck is probably the most popular Twitter client out there. What is a Twitter client? Well, when most people sign up for Twitter, they go to the website and they put in their information, and then they start tweeting from their browser. So whether that's Firefox, the preferred browser, or Internet Explorer, or Chrome, or Safari, right? There's a bunch of different other ones. Opera. People go to the Twitter.com website, and that's where they do their updates from. Eventually, this begins to not be enough for some folks, especially businesses on Twitter, right? So you may, there may be topics or ideas that you want to follow, and just doing everything at twitter.com, it can be time consuming, right? Another challenge is ones if you have multiple Twitter IDs. Another challenge again, right? So these Twitter apps, these Twitter clients allow you to do things like have more control over what you see coming in from Twitter, organize people who you follow in Twitter, and stay on top of trends and topics. So that's the biggest benefit of why people use something besides twitter.com to interact with Twitter. The other big thing is, yes, there are Twitter clients so that you can go ahead and take your Twitter mobile with you, right? And there are free clients, there are paid clients, right? So, but TweetDeck, you install that on your PC or your Mac, and the biggest thing is it has 3 columns, and you can follow trends or ideas. I personally don't like TweetDeck too much because it's really resource intensive. Yes, maybe when I get a newer computer, maybe it won't be so resource intensive. I know me, not having a new computer, yeah. That's the thing with me as a techie, as a geek. There are a lot of things that I embrace quickly, but there's other things not so much. I have several games for my computer. I even have a controller. I just never really got into gaming. I tried it, so with that being said, I don't have a super high-powered system, right? Anyway, going back to TweetDeck. So it has 3 columns, and it's really, really very popular. Another very popular client that people install on their Windows machines and their Macs is Twirl. Same concept where you can communicate with Twitter and such. I personally have not used Twirl. I may have tried it last year for less than a day, so I'm not going to comment on it except to say it's very popular. And I have a link in here. TechCrunch listed the 21 top Twitter clients. And of course, when they say clients, they kind of included sites as well. So, but we're going to cover things that allow you to interact with Twitter, right? So you can contact people, you can follow people, all that good stuff. The next one is Tweety, and I use Tweety on my iPhone, and it helps me keep track of what folks are talking about, and it's nice. There's like 30. How many Twitter apps are there for the iPhone? 30? There's a ton. There's free ones too. I paid a couple bucks for Tweety because people who I know who've been Twitter for a long time said to use Tweety. Plus, there's an article I read. They also recommended Tweety. Twitterberry. So yes, Blackberries, don't feel that you'll be left out of this whole social networking Twitter craze. You too can type little tiny words, 140 characters on your BlackBerry. I haven't used it, but it's fairly popular, so folks go ahead and try. Let me know what you think. I'm always curious. And then TweetMem. TweetMem is not something that you interact with directly. Instead, TweetMem is two things. One, it's a plugin that you install on your blog or your website so people can quickly retweet things they like on your site. The other cool thing is it shows how many times that page or that post has been retweeted. So that's one thing that really caught my eye. The other thing is this TweetMem plugin, this tool, this helper, is connected to a website, tweetmem.com. There you can actually look at some topics that are trending for retweets. So I think it's an interesting concept, because otherwise, it takes a very manual process of tweeting something and makes it happen much faster. Plus, it offers feedback at the site, how often this has been retweeted, and you then have a centralized location. So I think TweetMem is very interesting, and I've been putting it on all my blogs. Thanks, Odocta, for giving me a heads up on it. So with that said, I'm going to keep it short today, and just as a reminder, for the summertime, Askadria is going on vacation, so just once a week on Mondays now we'll be having the show instead of every day. But in the fall, in September, we'll go back to a every weekday schedule. So until then, enjoy your technology and keep asking those good questions. Thanks.